Why, hello, and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings! I'm your host and guide, Zollin Ironshield as always, and today, my friends, our first LOTRO adventure with the brand new AC! Woohoo, yeah! Woohoo! Okay, you guys are like, what? Alright, anyway, sorry, I don't want to date the episodes, but I'm very excited. From here on out, with our LOTRO adventures, or LOTRO tales, or whatever I'm doing, I will be able to sit in nice, comfortable temperature, not sweating from all the lights and heat of my computer. Very excited about it. It's not very loud. You can't even hear it. It's great. It's running on full power right now. Just no rattling of swords on the walls, because my previous one was hooked into the wall, if you don't remember. It was like, and then everything would rattle. So this one's just a stand-up one that I've resealed the wall, built a special tube through the wall where it could put out the heat and all the excess. And anyway, LOTRO adventure time. So I realized the other day when we did a stream that I never finished this quest with Legolas. I don't even know what it is. So we're going to do it. It'll be fun. Let's see. So, Mr. Legolas, what do you got for me?
Since we have some time, let me tell you the story my father told to me.
Thranduil told to me. Oh, well, sure. Tell us away, sir.
My story begins not long ago at the elven ruins of Hroskabel.
Ooh, we've got like a cool effect going on. It's the history storytelling effect. Kind of looks like it's almost like black and white, but it's not. It's like that old grayish tint. Oh, it looks cool. I like it. It's cool. All right, listen to Legolas. All right, we're listening, sir. Knowing that the war was over, King Thranduil set out for the south. At the Narrows, he met with Lord Celeborn of Lothlorien. Celeborn was traveling north with word of his people's own victory at Dol Guldur. There, at Laredlad, they called a meeting between the elves and the woodmen. Gosh, he talks too fast. And now he's not talking fast at all. It has been long since last we saw you, Radagast. Radagast, why have you called us here? It is good to see you both, my friends. It has been far too long, and much has kept me away from Laredlad. I have summoned you here on behalf of Celeborn and Thranduil. What do the elves wish to speak with us about? I agree with Rickard. Where are these elves, then? They wish to speak with you about the woods. They should be arriving any moment. Oh, here they are. It's way easier to do voiceovers when it's cold and nice in the room. I can tell you that right now. It is good of all of you to meet us at the Narrows of Mirkwood. Oh, it's Celeborn. Radagast, I thank you for hosting us at Hroskabel. Now, as you may be aware, the war is over and Dol Guldur has been broken and laid bare. The darkness of Mirkwood has been halted. With this, we wish to reclaim the Mirkwood. We desire to involve you and the woodmen. Gosh, it's so fast. Oh man, I'm going to have to bring it up down here. We desire to involve you, the woodmen, in this claim. We shall divide the Mirkwood into 3. Does claim of the Narrows befit the woodmen? We lived in these woods for many years. This is our home, and sanctified claim upon them would be an honor. Aye, this would be acceptable. It has been long since any of my people ventured past the elves. I'm sorry, it's in a different spot. Good, then I shall reclaim the southern wood. The northern wood shall remain under my watch. From the mouth forward, the Mirkwood shall be known by Erin Lasklin, the wood of green leaves. We shall begin the long toil of restoring the woods to its former beauty. May the woodsmen prosper. Thank you. Travel safe, friends. With that, the woodmen departed. Celeborn and Thranduil had set into motion a great change for all in Rovania. Cool. Sorry, I had to read it down here on the thing because they were just talking way too fast to keep up with. The problem is with a lot of these ones that pop up over their head is that they don't. They try to keep them to, like, I know the LOTRO team tries to keep them to a like a time that someone could read them. But if I'm trying to act and do the voices for the characters, they're not going to talk like, and then we did this thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to talk really fast. Sure, I could read it that fast in my head, but if I'm trying to read and voice the character, it's like I want it to sound natural. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm probably going to have to cut that out with the editing. Ouch, that was loud. Something is glitching out with the reflection sound. I know what it's from. It's an audio thing. But what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just turn off the sound for a second. Now that you two know how the woodmen were granted the middle woods of Erin Langalas, I hope this story will be helpful in your dealings with the woodsmen in the Vales of Anduin. Cool. Very cool.
Grimbeorn has a gruff demeanor, but he cares much for the Vales of Anduin and the people who live there.
Grimbeorn is possessed of a tough demeanor, but he cares much for the Vales of Anduin and the people who live there. If he sees that we care for them as well, he may be willing to reopen the trade routes with Felgoth. Got some very old gloves here, but let's see what they look like. They look oh, they're really cool. Sure, I'll take them.
Ah, I believe Grimbeorn awaits us with his reply.
Speak to the Lord of the Bjornings and learn what he has to say. Let us hope it will be good tidings for my father and for the elves of Felgoth. All right, Grimbeorn.
I have made my decision. Oh, I have made my decision. The elves say they will help us, but only rarely do I see them leave the shelter of the woods.
He's got to have a bear sound in his voice, guys.
And I hesitate to call them for aid. The dwarves and the men that live in the south-north have their own problems, as do we, and neither can be a help to the other while his own lands remain unsecured. I have not spent this time idly, Zollin. No, there is a solution, and it lies on the very edge of my land. On the edge and upwards. I speak of the great eagles, Aries. Those noble birds have aided my people before, and they may do so again. You are friend of Grandulf the wizard, and he is one who has the respect of the eagles. Speak to Gwaihir, the Windlord, on behalf of my people, and request their aid. I will send Varthmath ahead to call upon the eagles for a meeting.
That was fun to do that voice. My voice might not think it was fun, but it was fun. All right, travel to the Carrock. Oh, I don't even need to talk to Gandalf. I just travel to the Carrock. There we go. Okay. We just travel, all right, to the Carrock. Still got my little...
I have slain goblins today. Can you say the same?
Aye, yes, I killed a couple of goblins on the way here. It was quite fun. I like this Bjorn voice. It's quite fun to use. I'm just gonna talk like this forever now. Hey guys, Zollin Ironshield here. The Bjorn. No.
All right, back to Zollin Ironshield. All right, let's ride over there in this beautiful, beautiful lands here. So I've been trying to up my bit rate to get the right settings to help record my videos on LOTRO, because I tend to see there's a little bit of blurring still, but that's going to happen in every game with movement. There's not like too much I can do when I'm recording at 2K, but I mean, when I stop, you can really see all that detail come into full view for you. But still, gorgeous, absolutely beautiful game. All right, so let's go talk to the Eagles. What time of day is it in the game? Oh, it's 4 dawn. Ooh, the morning's going to break. We might see the morning in this episode. Oh, that would be cool. That would be very cool indeed. Up on the Carrock. Got myself some iced tea here. I think it's actually oolong tea. Anyone fans of golden oolong tea, unsweetened? It does have an extreme amount of caffeine. No sugar, though. But it's so funny. I was drinking a lot of this one time, and I was like, I got kind of like jittery. I drank like 3 of them, not realizing because I was just, it sounded good. I was just having fun drinking them, right? And I was like, man, I kind of like got so much energy, right? And I read the back. It's like so much caffeine because it's that type of tea leaf, right? Tea has a lot of caffeine, like coffee. A lot of people don't know that. That's why tea can also like stain your teeth and stuff. Has a lot of staining properties, kind of like coffee does. But I definitely prefer. You know me, I'm a big tea drinker. I like coffee. I think it's fine, but coffee doesn't always agree with me entirely. Even though I love the smell, I do love a good coffee when I can get it. But I love tea. Every kind of tea, every culture of tea. I'd like if I can meet someone who knows how to make a special tea from some part of the world. Doesn't matter where. A real nice Earl Grey for my English friends who are watching. Oh, and I like my Earl Grey really dark. Like, I know that's a thing, right? A lot of people from Europe, especially England and UK, are like, you know, you guys, your Earl Grey is like water, right? It has nothing in it. I'm the guy that's like, I like my tea really dark. I like it really strong and really dark. So I definitely prefer the European style to like the North American, you know, lighter on the teas. How long you steep it kind of thing. I really do like dark teas. But yeah, or like if I can get a really awesome matcha tea, like made by someone who knows how to do it from the Japanese culture or something. Oh, it's so good. I love it. I love it. I'm a fan of trying many types of teas. All right, here's Varmoth. Let's continue our story.
I have slain goblins today. Can you say the same?
The same? Zollin, there you are. I have requested a summons. A Northern has agreed to take only one of us up to the Aerie. I think it should be you, for you are a friend of Gandalf, and that may help the Great Eagles decide to side with us. I would recommend that you speak with Cortus to the Eagles. Consider a proper bow at the outset, and be sure to use a fine speech as you're able.
Alright, maybe we shouldn't be doing our little Tom Bombadil walk here. Do a nice little bow.
You honor me. Let it... Yet it is Lord Gwaihir who awaits your presence.
That's one thing that I think made me sad about the Hobbit movies. I understood why they didn't do it, but the fact that they didn't do any of the talking birds. And I really think it's because they didn't want to make it become like too childish. But I think there's a way they could have done it where it wasn't childish though, you know? But maybe they just thought too many people watching it who weren't like big fans of reading the books would be like, why are these birds talking? You know what I mean? But I feel like they still could have done it in a way. I would have really liked to see the eagles talk. I would have liked to see the talking bird that tells Bard about the whole, right, in Smaug's scales. I would have liked to also see the talking ravens. We get a glimpse at a raven, like, being next to someone at the very beginning of the first Hobbit movie, if you remember, which was awesome. But that was it. Anyway, still love the Hobbit movies. I'm a big fan. I think they were really good. I'm impressed how well Peter Jackson could do those Hobbit movies in only the 3 months of time he was given, since other people dropped it right before, and they almost didn't do them. All right. Where is Lord Gwaihir? Okay. Oh, there he is. Lord Gwaihir, the Wind Lord. Oh man, I'm gonna do it up high like this so we can kind of see him. See how tiny I am? Gwaihir awaits your words.
I am relieved to see you again, and still whole and hale.
That's not it. Let me do his voice here. His voice again.
I am relieved to see you again, and still whole and hale.
Our paths cross once again, dwarf. I saw you once in the garden of Galadriel, and now you fly high above your station to the very area of my people. It is most curious to me that you keep turning up, small one.
Do you need further guidance?
Do you need further guidance? You speak of Grimbeorn, and not out of hand, for you know I hold him in high regard. So too did I respect his sire Bjorn, The tale of his great deeds carries on. Though he is dead these past few years, his people mourn him. But more than that they protect the lands that were his, and that is memorial enough. He would have thought so too, I deem.
I'm gonna adjust the voice just slightly.
Now the Bjorns have sent you to me, dwarf. I will hear your request, and perhaps favor this pact. But speak first to Landreval and Menildor. They will judge you accordingly.
Okay. Hello, sir.
May fortune favor you, friend.
May fortune favor you, friend. It is good to see you again, Zollin. I have not forgotten the assistance you provided to me in the Wailing Hills that lay near the Great River. I have seen goblins and many ill-hearted beasts on this side of the Misty Mountains. Some of them creep out of Goblin Town, but from where the others hail I cannot say with certainty.
Cool. Also, it's cool that they actually did voiceovers for these characters that I can kind of try to imitate. I wonder how long the eagles live. Because, Whitehair's around a long time, isn't he? They must live several hundred years. At least. We'll look that up later.
The eyes of an eagle are sharper than his beak.
The eyes of an eagle are sharper than his beak. Did you not say we would meet again after we departed in the Wailing Hills? It is pleasing to me that it has turned out to be true. But not all is good along the banks of the Anduin, for trouble brews to the north. I speak to you of the fortress called Gundabad, which has become more home to many orcs and winged drakes. It is the refuge of evil, but the evil does not stay there. It roams far afield, and it is danger even to these lands.
Alright. They look awesome. But I am going to slightly adjust the music down a little bit more here. There we go. We'll just do that. Just a slight adjustment there on the sound. Look at that. Isn't that cool? That's pretty cool, right? There it is. Dun dun, the Eagles. I think they're awesome. I think they're freaking awesome. You can see them all up there flying around. Pretty cool. Alright, so now, alright, this is a good place to survey the land. Oh, the sun's coming up. That's so cool. It's early morning. Alright, let's survey the land. All is peaceful in the Bjorning lands. There's the Bjorning little circle where their hut is. It's pretty cool. You can see it from here. Wow, look at this. What a view, man. This is awesome. The Eagle's Eyrie. Look to the north. Is this a good spot? Maybe not. This is a good spot. All right. We look to the north. There is conflict to the south, and the hills faintly tremble. Sorry, that is... I'm looking south. I flipped my directions. This is north over here. They got a pretty little eyrie. Basically an eagle's roost. Alright, we look over. Silent wisps of smoke from the distance. Machines billow above the foothills. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Wow, look at that. That's cool. That is pretty cool right there. Pretty cool. Alright, let's finish this up right here.
This location must remain secure.
Must remain secure. The several conflicts that embroils the lands hereabout are clear, even to those who do not possess the eye of my kind, Zollin. Neither the woods nor the mountains are safe, and the people who dwell in the vales between will suffer if nothing is done. I cannot overextend my reach or exceed my wingspan in this Zollin. But I will keep an ever watchful eye upon these lands. If I see aught that threatens, I will warn those below of the danger with a call that will echo in the valleys. That way much harm may be avoided.
Apparently they're very loud. Ow. Yep. That was loud.
And yet, what is this? No sooner have we made this pact that I see evil on the very horizon. Winged drakes descend from the heights, and it seems they make for the mighty stone that Bjorn named of old, the Carrock. It was dear to him, and in the memory of him I will not permit these drakes to spill innocent blood upon its surface. Anorhern, this is my command. Take Zollin upon your wings and fly to the battle with the drakes. There's little time to spare. All right. To the drakes! We shall battle the drakes!
Oh, do I have to click on him to do the battle?
With the swiftness
Okay.
of the northern winds.
All right, well, we're going to have to save that battle for the next episode of a LOTRO adventure. Thanks for being here today, my friends. Thanks to my patrons for everything you do. Subscribe button's there if I earned it. Next video is right up there by Guai here's face. And over there is another playlist you can check out. Baru Kazan Kuzan menu. Stay happy. Have a great day in Middle Earth. And as I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield, as always, and I'm at your service and your families. Baru Kazan Kuzan menu. Stay happy, my friends. See you in the next ones.